I love how all, like, your Richard Madden voice is the same as your chairs that are.
No, here's my Richard Madden voice.
It's all Ringo Starr.
My Richard Madden voice is, dude, thank you, you're incredible. Wait, no, it totally is
Sounds
Ringo Starr.
like Ringo Starr.
Hold on. Wait, no, but now it's because I'm thinking of Ringo Starr.
Dude, he was so charming.
Dude, I love him so much.
What's his phone number?
I think I had an opportunity to get it.
You did?
I didn't.
You should have
Like,
just
I
said,
swear
let
I
me give
did.
you my number. If you're ever interested in doing a collab, let me know.
I know.
It's okay. I get what you were saying, though. It's a little invasive.
It's too much, but, like, I think I could have.
Do you think you could have fucked him?
I would have. I mean, look, I've never thought about a man in my mouth or around my body, but, like, that man is just, I mean, it's not even a thing where, like, I feel like I'm becoming obsessed or anything.
It doesn't have a
Try.
smell.
It came right out of the
It doesn't
drain
have a chai
outside.
smell, though.
Yeah, but
Just like it's not.
So you never thought about a man in
I
your
never
mouth?
thought about a man in my mouth or in my bed or as in a warm embrace without clothes on, but I did, like, I guess it's just the accent and I'm not trying to be
Tell
creepy.
ya. You fall for
right?
those.
It's the it's a Scottish. Was it kind of like it was Scottish? It was Scottish. Is that kind of Scottish?
I don't know.
It's kind.
It all sounds
was incredible.
dirty to me.
And the New Zealand is incredible. It was incredible.
Oh, yeah,
can't,
no.
I don't
Ugh.
think you can do the Scottish accent.
It sounds
It's almost there, but it's not.
It sounds kind of like this. It's
No,
kind
you
Yeah,
sound
kinda
like
got
Ringo
This
Starr.
sounded like it. Like the
Ringo's
word
like,
this
hi,
was-
I'm Ringo. I sound like this. That's Ringo. He sounds. I wrote a song about an octopus. Remember that?
Are we doing it right now?
Yeah.
Is this Taylor?
Hey guys, welcome to Table Talk, where we talk about your topics that you said to use the hashtag Table Talk or on Reddit r/social. I'm attorney.
Melly Morgan.
I'm Steve Zaragoza, and I will say sometimes I'll have an anxiety attack in bed, like before I go to sleep.
It's always before you go to sleep.
I know, right? And
Always.
Sarah will be like in my mind, I'll be like, I don't want to have to tell Sarah I'm having an anxiety attack, because then she's just gonna worry about it, and then it's gonna become a bigger thing.
So you have anxiety about not telling her?
I have
about
anxiety
your
about not
anxiety?
telling her. So, but here's what usually happens: is like there's two stages. There's either Sarah, I know Sarah is tired, and she's gonna go straight to sleep, and that's when I'm like, the anxiety starts to cool down. Because if Sarah starts to interact with me and I have anxiety, it's like, I don't want to be rude or anything, but I'm having an anxiety attack. So like, don't call attention to it. Don't talk to me about it. Like it's like that.
Last night, Tiffany and I were going to bed, and I took a melatonin pill. And
Yeah.
and then we got into this very deep conversation, like a very like downer conversation, where we're both like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know. Like it was normal, it was a good, healthy conversation, and right in the middle of it, I just passed out entirely. So I woke up this morning and I emailed her and I was like, hey,
Do you remember?
I did not tell you about this pill I took that made me.
Oh, you didn't even tell her, so she just thought you were like.
She was like, yeah, she thought I was, because I was like, I don't know I like life in.
So she thought she bored you to sleep.
So she just got back like a half an hour ago, and she was like, it's okay, and I was like, I don't know what that means. That
Yeah.
does not mean that it's
Let me
okay.
tell you. Let me crack that code. It's not okay.
Yeah,
It's not okay. It's like when you finish first and they don't, and they're like, it's okay, it's fine, and you're like, okay,
Never
cool.
had
Well,
that
actually,
happen.
sometimes it is.
Pablo A. Perez over on Reddit, over on Twitter, @IntelDizen, says, what's your favorite cereal as a child and now? How different are your taste buds? Hashtag Table Talk. Real fast, in terms of cereal, I can throw out a number of ones I still like, but I will say my taste buds are changing, and you know how they say it happens like every 7 years? It's happening with me. Like, I like spicy now. I never used to like spicy. I'm getting
like that too now.
jalapenos.
I just am losing my ability because
Oh, you're losing your spicy.
I used
Oh,
to be able
really?
to do spicy, like my nose would be running. I'd be like, punk bitches, and now I'm like, that jalapeno.
Yeah, not
Let's
me.
do
I'm
lunch.
loving it.
Yes, let's
'Cause I hate
let's
spicy.
do a very mild
Let's do a
lunch.
super pussy lunch.
Freaking Pizza Rev. I go there and I put like
I see you, man.
I do spicy pepperoni, jalapenos, and sriracha.
I see you,
Just
yeah.
killing my. And you know what? Beer too. I only drink like the IPA beer now, which is like the bitter. Like
I don't even know what
I think
that
my
is.
mouth is just rotting, and it has to like feel live with like. But yeah,
they
You just
say that
you just cut yourself to
Yeah.
your
They
life.
say that your mouth, the entire skin in there just sheds, and you get a whole new layer, and every
that's what's
layer.
happening.
And they say every human has about 30 layers.
don't believe that.
I was totally on board.
I know, right? I was like, how far can I go with this?
Every now and then you're just like, oh, hold on.
And no, you don't. You swallow it in the nighttime.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
There's a little worm
If
that
Elliott
comes out.
hadn't said I don't believe that, I would have been like, 30 layers. All right. Is
Right?
that bad if you like
It's about 30 or so layers. So
30,
how
so
old are you? You're probably about your 15th layer.
And if it's every 7 years, what is that? 150. We live to be 150 now.
And then when you're 150, your mouth just falls out.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like no more layers.
I got a great idea for something to joke about on a news show where people get their primary news. Let's just make up stuff.
Have you not been doing that with your SourceFed?
I know, right? That is what I do. Sorry.
In terms of cereal, though, I can't. I used to be like, yeah, I still like. You know what I had a craving for the other day? Freaking apple cinnamon Cheerios. Remember those things? Those are delicious.
Yeah.
Frosted Cheerios.
Do they still have it?
Dude, Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks are so good.
business.
We eat what we
Hey,
like.
it's for Apple.
I like.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Nope, I don't do anything
Really?
that's sugary.
Can I
And
tell
I
you guys?
definitely
move.
don't, since we brought it in this morning, Lucky Charms are the devil because I don't like crunchy marshmallow bullshit. I will be the person who's like, I'm the perfect girlfriend because you can
You
have
eat the
all the
non-marshmallows.
marshmallows and I want the boring
I'm
cereal
all about the right
part.
ratio. Like,
I'm
I like,
not. I've never really been into Lucky Charms
Yeah,
because I feel
yeah.
like, and you're maybe it is because I'm more into the oats than the marshmallows, but I just felt like it was just too sweet. It's
It
just
is
way
super
too sweet.
I still like it though, just because it is like eating candy. But they're not marshmallows. Like they're ridiculous.
They're not
They
marshmallows.
should not
Crunchy
be
and
called.
weird.
It's some
yeah,
kind of
it's just like
gelatin.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like and it tastes like styrofoam.
Yeah.
But I still like it.
They're actually packing peanuts.
Can I tell you
Yeah,
guys?
that's yes, definitely.
Let me tell you my ultimate childhood cereal, and I think even to this day, I cannot resist a good old bowl of Captain Crunch.
Oh, so good,
And
so
I'll tell
good,
you
right?
what, love
so good.
my Captain Crunch because it's
I'm
almost
doing
like
Jimmy Fallon. So good.
Oh, so,
good.
good,
So good.
But no, it's like because it's got this. It's almost like buttery, but it's got like sugar.
So buttery.
I know, it's right. But the worst thing about Captain Crunch is the destruction of your upper mouth.
So hard to
yeah,
eat.
you can only
You
get
gotta wait.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta
absolutely.
wait.
You have to wait.
And you
yeah.
got like a 30-second window where it's not too soggy
But,
and
yeah.
not too crunchy.
Oh, that's my problem with all cereals.
See, that's the thing.
is here's what I'll do because I'm weird. I'll put like a quarter of a bowl of Frosted Flakes because I really love Frosted Flakes, and then I'll put some of the milk in, and then I'll eat it, and then I'll do it again.
Oh, wow.
I do this
Really?
so that I can get the perfect.
Interesting.
Because what ends up happening is I'll get halfway through the bowl and I'll be like too soggy, can't eat it
See,
anymore. and
I
it's
think
half
that's,
the
that
bowl.
speaks
Yeah.
to a lot. That speaks to you being someone who puts a lot of effort into things. I can't do anything I put that much effort into.
It's true.
I would just mix
just-
up. I'm
it's
the
just
type of
too-
person.
it's too
I would
shit.
take.
I know. I would get
I'd
too
mix it in
lazy
a
for
big
that.
gallon and
Yeah.
eat it like a smoothie throughout the week. Is how lazy.
But I've
do
never
it.
had an issue with soggy cereal, and I know people have an
Oh.
issue with it. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a fat kid and I
It
just don't
depends
care.
on the-
But it's like
It
I
depends on
depends
the
on
cereal, I
cereal,
agree,
yeah.
but
I don't know. It doesn't depend on the cereal for me,
Yeah.
but I know a lot of people take issue. It's like a big heated debate of the soggy and non-soggy.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a thing called Weetabix?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it till this weekend. It's like a lump of wheat you put in a cereal bowl.
Yeah, it's just a
and then
big giant one,
It's
yeah.
literally, it looks like a hash brown,
Yeah.
like shaped thing. You put it in a bowl and you pour milk on it and then you crunch it up
Yeah.
and eat it.
Yeah.
I like frosted
European
mini
kids.
wheats.
I like frosted mini wheats.
I love those, and I'll eat those without milk.
I like
Those are
them.
great, and I like
the
then start
non-mini
to-
ones
snack.
as
Like,
well.
what ruins frosted mini wheats for me is like as I start to eat them, I'm like, I'm just eating little wicker baskets. Like I can't eat these anymore. Especially the ones that aren't frosted.
Oh, yeah.
I eat little wicker
It
baskets.
is, but they're good.
I know.
That's like a deal breaker.
It
for
is a
you.
deal breaker. I can't eat these wicker baskets.
little tiny Martha Stewart's. Make these.
I like to think
Some
you're
insane
racing
person made
against.
them.
You're racing against realizing, like, oh yeah, fuck, I can't eat it anymore.
By the
it's a
way,
wicker
I don't
basket.
want to move away from the cereal discussion because I have a couple more things to say. There's a bowl. Just wanted to say it, just in case anybody was asking. There's a bowl that, like, I remember when I was working at Sony, someone was like, either like a spokesperson for it, or they like worked for the company that was making it or something.
Spokesperson for a bowl.
For a bowl.
Go
I know.
on.
I know.
Is it the
right?
non-typical
Now
bowl?
that I have your attention,
I need a fallback
It's
career.
the one where like you can. It's got like sections. No. It's got sections, and in one section you have milk, and in the other section you have your cereal. And so you can take your spoon, and then you can get the dry cereal, and then you can do like a light dip into the milk.
Way too much effort, and I do 2 shifts of cereal.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't need to do your 2 shifts.
That's true.
You would have the options right there, and you wouldn't have to
very
keep
true.
pouring.
I feel like you're like messing with something.
I know,
You're
right?
like
Just
that's like a
go.
eating
I
cereal
know.
is a fundamental thing. I mean, even cereal in and of itself, we say cereal, but we think cold cereal. Cereal
Yeah.
used to be like the hot stuff.
Well, I
Yeah.
think
And then-
like breakfast
That's true.
soup.
Breakfast soup.
Or those
You know, miso
those
soup is
cereal bars that are monstrosities, like total
yeah,
abominations.
those are weird.
My teeth hurt just thinking about them.
I want to bring up a quick question. They changed. We were talking about Lucky Charms. They changed the marshmallows Why?
Did they?
They changed one marshmallow, and I believe it's pots of gold.
Can I tell you why they changed them?
Do you think it's because they thought it was like some sort of racist?
I'll tell you why. It's diabetes.
No, that's they changed the shape
Maybe
of
it may have not looked enough like a pot of gold.
Oh.
It can be racist if they still have the 4-leaf clover.
Oh wait, no, I think maybe that's what they changed. Somebody Google it.
The 4-leaf
Hearts,
clover was
stars,
big.
and
It might have been
clovers
a
and
production.
balloons. Pots
might
of
cost
golden
too much.
rainbows. And there are balloons. There's something, now it's something else.
red
It's
balloons are
hourglasses,
stupid.
rainbows, and there are
I remember
balloons. They
you
took away
could-
the pot of gold.
Oh, they took away pot of gold?
Yeah, and it's hourglasses now.
Well, I'll tell you
I watch
what.
a lot of
Hourglasses?
SpongeBob SquarePants, and they have Lucky Charms.
Here's what happens at Lucky Charms Corporation of
Inc.
America. Inc. They sit around the boardroom. They're like, "Look, guys, we're coming up on our 10-year.
Irish.
Oh, look, guys, we're coming up on our 10-year anniversary. We've got to change a new marshmallow, otherwise they aren't gonna keep buying them, Killarney."
But why not?
I don't think that happens at all.
Why the pot of gold? It's like he's a friggin' leprechaun. That's
It makes people want to
quintessential.
go into the store and
Yeah,
buy
why not
them.
like
That's
the
why.
balloon or like
Yeah.
even the rain? Well, the rainbow makes sense because then
Rainbow,
you gotta
like
put
the
the
red
rainbow.
balloons.
Hang on,
And
I'm
it's
still
probably
in the.
hourglass.
I'm
I'm sorry.
I'm
Oh,
still
this
doing
is-
the boardroom
yeah,
sketch. Hold on. Then
please.
this guy comes in. He's like, "Oh wait, oh my God, it's wrong. Why you don't want to buy it? It's supposed to make it."
Now you're driving a car and
Okay. Oh, where am I going to go this week?
you're
You're on the wrong side. You're on the wrong side.
And then the constable comes up. "Hi, laddie, did you know you're going over 13 miles per hour? Here, try my golden horseshoe."
tag.
You're in.
All right, and don't try the new cereal with the 10-year in it.
Oh, but you're a
Try the
horse, you're a
coupon,
horse.
And then you go,
Excuse me, I'm a horse salesman, and my wife here
Oh.
wants to buy a horse.
God, I really like horses. Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, he's adorable. What's with the tie here?
You think he's people?
And scene.
Improv.
Yeah. Great job,
Go
guys.
team.
See you next time. We won't get paid and no one will care.
All right.
No!
By the way,
Get a piece.
the Captain Crunch, we're still at cereal, but the Captain Crunch mixture, the secret recipe of Captain Crunch, has been used throughout time. I remember as a kid eating Gremlins cereal, and it literally was the Captain Crunch
Literally.
shapes.
What's
Yeah.
that one say?
Also, Mr. T cereal was also the Captain Crunch.
That's great, dude. That's super
mixture.
cool. That's great.
Bridger Harrison says.
Don't knock me on my cereals, man. I don't like sports. I like cereal.
You can't just say you don't like sports every time you say something that's not interesting.
Because you guys can go on and on and on about sports, but as soon as I want to talk about cereal, it's like, all right, boy.
The proper name of the color of the stripes on the middle of the road is not yellow. It's actually burnt yellow. Whatever, man. I don't like sports. I like road stripe colors.
Wait, Lee, I have a question for you. We'll answer this question.
Is Lee here?
Yeah, she just walked by. Lee, is your Make-A-Wish public? Have we ever talked about it before?
Have you ever talked about your Make-A-Wish?
I think I have.
Okay.
Yeah,
So this
you've
question,
talked about
I wanted to mention it, but I didn't want to mention it if you hadn't said that you did one.
I don't even know about your Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Disneyland and I cried and while I was in the hotel room because it was a Disney themed hotel room and there was all kinds of toys for free on there. And I went over to the bed and I grabbed a Donald Duck and I turned over to my mom and I said, "Am I gonna die?"
Oh, no!
I can't believe you haven't heard that story.
There's no...
I can't believe that.
Because there's no other way a kid would get
no
all
other
this
way a
stuff.
kid would get all that
Oh,
free
Donald
stuff.
Duck, am I gonna die?
And my mom was like,
This is really perfect. This is really.
Oh.
"Am I gonna die?" But I was like, "Am I gonna
Die?
die?" And my
Oh,
brother and
shit.
sister, the entire time during the entire Disneyland trip, they'd be like, "Okay, now get in front for a picture," and they'd be like,
This is the last picture with me. Jesus Christ. That is awful.
"This is why I don't like Disneyland."
Okay.
Make a wish.
All right.
I'm just a curmudgeon.
I got our tickets to go to Disneyland next week, and I
She
should.
comes and she brings the whole mood down.
Hey, do you and Tiffany want to go?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll give you guys the
definitely. Yeah,
tickets.
we won't be crying.
If the Make-A-Wish Foundation picked you as a kid, what would have been your wish?
Not Disneyland.
I
Apparently.
like if it picked you, like they just gift random
Yeah,
kids.
exactly.
Hey, you!
Can there be? Well, no, I was gonna. This I
What
can't.
would it be?
There was some contest.
I never censor myself, and I just had to.
There was a contest, I remember.
Where did you just?
I can't.
What did you say?
I was just gonna say.
No, don't.
God damn it. No, I don't.
can't?
Yeah, it's so much
okay
better
not
if I
to.
don't.
It's okay
okay, you
not
know what?
to.
And I'm not going to.
But you can if you want.
No! Stop it! It's too hard for me. You know
Okay.
it's too hard for me.
I would have wanted to be on What Would You Do? The Mark Summer Show, where you get to open the doors
Yes.
with the numbers and stuff comes
You know
out.
what? And also, I didn't like roller coasters, but that pie coaster looks so much
Right?
fun.
I would
It
totally
looks
have done
so
one.
much
That
fun.
was like.
Can we do a slight? I'm gonna do a slight segue.
What would you do?
When I was a kid, though, when I was in school, I grew up in Florida, and that was back when Nickelodeon was in Florida, and they took us to see like a thing. It wasn't the Guts. It wasn't the Guts. Jeez, Dad.
The Guts.
You don't understand. It's not called the Guts.
You don't want to go with the Guts, son?
We went to the Nickelodeon studios as a kid, and they were like, somebody's gonna get slimed, and I was like, oh dear God. I was like, I want to get slimed.
Yeah,
so bad.
everybody wanted to get slimed.
Still,
You wanna get
still,
slimed?
that's what my wish would be, to get slimed. So they
Just win a Nickelodeon
so
Kids
I'm
Choice
there.
Award.
You know who's
and get
there?
slimed.
Michael Madsen or
Michael
whatever?
Madsen from Reservoir Dogs?
No, not wrong guy.
Michael Myers?
No, wrong guy.
Mike Myers? Is it?
It's the guy who was in Yes Dear and he was the host of Guts. It was something like
Michael Malley.
Michael Malley. So he was there. He gives me a thumbs up, and I remember it's one of those memories I have.
Oh wait, so like,
he was like, and I was
did
like,
you
thanks,
meet
Michael
Mo?
Malley. I didn't meet Mo, but I saw the orange couch. Remember the orange couch? And I was there, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Somebody's gonna get slimed, and then it was not me that got picked, and I was like, dang, that sucks.
even though he gave you a thumbs up?
Yeah, he gave me a thumbs up. It was a great moment for me, but you're right. Like, what a D-bag.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he pointed at me, but I was like a shy kid, and so I was like, oh, not worthy.
Oh,
and then
maybe
they like
were
chose somebody else.
like,
Yeah.
don't choose him,
So
there's something wrong with him.
they choose somebody else, right? And so they bring this kid over, and I'm like, oh my God, this kid's about to get like my wish forever. This person's gonna get slimed. What they did, because it was a rehearsal, was they dumped water on him and then shined a green light on the water as it dumped.
Oh no, so it wasn't really.
They're like,
Wait.
they don't just waste slime willy-nilly over at Nickelodeon, I guess.
Oh wow.
So that's what mine would be.
There's like the camera ready slime.
Yes,
There's
the water with the green light. Like green.
maybe you know what,
tinted
man?
water.
Can I tell you? They probably do that because it probably costs a lot of money
Right.
for them to get the slime on you. And then go like, okay, now you gotta get backstage. We're gonna give you Nickelodeon's clothes or whatever, and we'll give you a baggie to put all your gack stuff
Yep.
in. But oh man,
That's
I'm so
what I do
jealous
though.
of you.
I'd get slimed.
Or-
What was the question?
What would your wish be? Let's just talk about stuff on Nickelodeon, because also I'd really love to go through the temple in Legends of the Hidden Temple.
too,
and
but-
I would fucking Shrine of the Silver Monkey. I'm not getting
Yeah.
tripped up.
That was
I
great.
know.
That was a great
Bitch.
choice. Well, there was a game where you played a video game, like you like.
Oh, Nick Arcade! I was just gonna mention Nick
Real
Arcade.
quick though, it took me until about a year ago for it
realize-
to click with me that wasn't real.
They were on a green screen.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah,
but-
it's just a green
I know,
screen. I
but
thought it was
love-
real.
My thing is I love it so much because you could tell the kids didn't understand.
No.
And I love that they're on a green screen and everything's like mirrored and they're watching like a monitor off camera and there's like a coin coming and they'd go like, and they'd be like, no, you have to. Why don't you understand?
My favorite is when you watch reruns and they fucking nail it and it doesn't go away and they're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Or like
What?
the ones where like they
So
don't
good.
touch it and it goes, they got it. It's like someone's just being nice.
and the host sometimes would be like, didn't look like you touched it, but it's gone, so I guess he got
You know
it.
what?
Like, he
That
would just-
host, man, I gotta tell you, that host, I had an issue with him.
Wait, he did the great song.
What host
No,
was
but
it?
that's the
Went
problem.
to the
Okay.
arcade.
Oh,
and
I know
got
That's
to
the
play
problem I
a
had
freaking
because
game.
it's like, hold on a second, dude. First of all, you're not rhyming, and all you're doing is like, now it's time to do, and we're gonna go now. Walk over to this. And
It's like
he
to
would-
fill the time.
I know, but he didn't have to.
I
guess that was
it.
the memorable thing about it.
Yeah, well,
Mikey.
I held on to that whole scenario as like hope throughout my life. I was like, I could
See,
live
yeah,
real video games
right?
in Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
but
Well,
you can't.
And
at
I
all.
think that
Dreams
was
are dead.
I know. No
Until that,
dreams.
I saw that Omni thing.
What?
Sorry, we're going way off tangent
Oh,
here.
what?
You know that Omni thing with the virtual reality thing, and like you wear the funny shoes and you run in it.
Oh,
You're like in a
yeah,
little
it's like a
cage.
little, it's like almost a
that
treadmill
on
that you
Nick
can go in.
Arcade?
No,
no.
it's a new thing. It's like with Oculus Rift.
Like 6
Oh,
months
the
ago.
thing now.
The Oculus, yeah.
I was like, what?
And I was like, I'll never get to live in a video game, even though I'm not like a gamer.
I feel like Nick Arcade was the only game show I physically probably could have done. Because, like, I wanted to do Legends of the Hidden Temple and even Double Dare, but it's like, come on.
Yeah.
You never really saw the chubby kids trying that.
Aww.
You never really saw
You could
it.
have slip slide around
I
the end
know.
of Double Dare with all the.
Double Dare, man.
Sandwich, man!
Do you guys?
Oh! I did want to reach
I
into,
got
I did want to reach into
I
the
think-
big nose
No,
and pull the
yeah.
fingers out.
I think all of our Make-A-Wish Foundation is just to bring back old Nickelodeon shows. And
Okay. I do
beyond
wanna
them.
say-
Thanks,
before we-
Elliott. Just choose for me.
Well, you were going to say something highly offensive, and I kept you from saying
Well,
that.
I was going to say something offensive.
Really? Did you
but
try
not-
to give me a high five, and it was like a...
No.
Because I kind of went like this, and then you were like that, and it
Well,
wasn't...
I did it because I was laughing at you.
Oh, okay.
What were you going to say?
Once Upon a Time on Double Dare, and then we can totally stop talking
Sure.
about it. This is my cereal.
No,
This is my
that's fine.
cereal.
Oh,
I will give you the time
I once
deserved
saw.
to talk
Thank
about
you very
Double
much.
Dare,
You're very
Elliott.
great to me, Elliott. Thank you. I once saw on Double Dare. It's cool. My story's a long time. On Double Dare.
Have you ever had someone just say, "I'll be right back"?
Nope, never. There was a family doing the thing at the end, you gotta get the flag and pass it, blah, blah, blah. So they got to the dump truck, the back of the dump truck, and they couldn't find the flag. They spent like 20 seconds at the dump truck, couldn't find the flag. So the show ends and Mark Summer's like, sorry! And one of the parents loses it. And is like, there's no flag! And starts yelling. And then during the credit roll, they have a bunch of Nickelodeon people sifting through the goo to find the flag. And Mark Summers is like, see, there was a flag.
Wow.
And it's all on the episode.
That guy was,
Is it on the internet?
Yeah, I don't know if it's on the internet or not. I saw it when it aired on television.
That sounds delightful.
That's great. I love when shit like that happens. Like there was this one, I think it was Nick Arcade or something, where someone was like, the girl was playing this like game. Maybe it wasn't Nick Arcade, but the host was like, okay, you gotta do this thing where you like hit these things and the balls shoot up and they go into like different categories and you could win big points. And so she's smashing them, and he's like, 3, 2, 1, and the girl's still smashing the balls and it's still working and it's still tallying up her score and it's over and the guy's like, Heather, and she's slamming. He's like, Heather. It was like the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Like, hey, bitch!
Yeah,
Like, you just
Heather.
lose
That
it.
poor the poor PAs have the most thankless job in showbiz industry. You know that was a PA that was like, God dang it, I gotta search this freaking flag. This stupid angry
I
parent
know.
who's at Universal Studios and on vacation.
And they're like, and I know what's in this slime, so I gotta dig around. I make it back there. All right, last one here. Luke Johnston says, was there anything you did all the time as a kid but stopped doing later in life because of work?
This is all nostalgia today.
Work
It's
lost of
all
interest.
Old serial Nickelodeon.
You know what's something I did as a kid?
Like boogers? Did you eat your boogers?
Let me admit something. It's not. I didn't stop because of work. I was not born. I don't think I've ever admitted this on the show. I was not born with the reflex to catch myself when I fell down. So as a kid, I would just go.
Wait,
like,
really?
just on my face.
You don't have survival instincts?
I chipped a tooth because of it. And I remember my mom teaching, like, Meg, you have to put your arms out when you fall down.
Meg!
And I remember walking back from my neighbor's house and I fell and I didn't put my arms out. And I scratched my face.
Did your parents laugh?
I'm sure they did.
I would've.
Sure. Yeah, you got to.
My family would always say, how'd that feel when you fell down before they asked
How
me
was your
okay?
trip?
Oh, boy.
And I remember I like cut my face because I fell down, and I remember thinking like, Mom's gonna be so mad at me, put my arms out.
Wow, that's awful,
Told me to
dude.
put my arms out. I forgot to put my arms out again.
Wait, so you're still like that?
No,
Okay.
not at all now.
Okay.
Like I don't get it now because I'm like about to fall, and maybe I overcompensate with my arms, but I did stop doing that after I was a kid.
When I was a kid, I thought that Nickelodeon show with the arcade was real.
And like Captain Crunch is like, seriously, because you can get it with crunch berries and peanut butter.
And now you're in a car.
What about Count Dracula?
Oh, what am I gonna do? The steering wheel's me.
Eat your cereal.
But I gotta drive too.
And scene.
Oh.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us on Table Talk. You can submit your topics using the hashtag Table Talk or on Reddit r/SourceFed. I'm Meg Turney.
A million words.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
Hit it.
Okay. I did it last episode though.
You did.
I finally hit the lens.
I believe in you.
Okay, here we go. Now that everyone's watching, it's not gonna happen. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I know, right?
What?
Thank you. I'll do better next time.
What would you do?
I liked when we critiqued the nature of improvisational comedy.
I know, that was great.
I like how we did it using improv, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, we used improv. It was like a social commentary.
Yeah, it was like a commentary if you think about it.
We should have a show called like Commentary on Commentary, and it's like about things like that.
Yeah. Filming on Fridays?
Ooh, I can't do Fridays. I'm all booked up.
Thursdays.
Thursdays, I'm gonna have to call my wife and make sure.
Okay.
Don't ever pretend like you run anything by your wife.
Yeah, no. You know what? It's funny. I don't.